Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. Bold skincare claims are nothing new in this industry. Brands are forever attaching certain claims to their products, promising 1,000 times more collagen, 100 times more firmness to the skin, or whatever. And as skincare consumers, I think we've become a little bit wise to this. But I think it's time we call out some of these brands on their BS, and maybe along the way we might discover some holy grails. So I'm running a new series starting today here on the channel, where we take some of the most outlandish claims in skincare and put those products through their paces. We're kicking things off with this. This is the Medik8 Advanced Pro-Collagen Peptide Cream. A relative newcomer to the skincare space, but Medik8 claim that this will actually increase collagen production by 45%. Now, if that's true, this could be a game changer for our skincare routine and for anti-aging, but does this actually work? They promise lifting and firming in just 7 days, so I took them at their word. I bought this, I've been using it for 7 days, and I'm going to share with you my results. I'm also going to share some of a bit of a deep dive into the science behind this to work out whether any of it's actually true. Now, as always, here on Mad About Skin, this video isn't sponsored and it isn't in paid partnership. So you know that I'm speaking from the heart and not the wallet in a completely unbiased way. I have nothing to lose by dishing the dirt on any of these brands. So let's put this one through its paces. If you're excited for this new series and you want to see more, let me know by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. But I think it's time we just cut that waffle and we delve straight on in. So this is the first, I'll say, victim in this particular series, and I hope by putting some of these outlandish claims to the test, we'll learn a little bit when it comes to the skincare industry. We can hopefully find some holy grails, and we can call out some total fails that are all marketing over substance. Today, like I say, first up is this product by Medik8. I think this launched about 3 or 4 months ago, and it was the claim that Medik8 say about this product that it can increase collagen production by 45% that really caught my eye. They also say that this can help lift and firm the skin in under 7 days. Now, as somebody who is super impatient, that was music to my ears because I like quick results, and honestly, if it can deliver in 7 days, I will be a full convert. So bought it, tried it, and I want to share with you my honest thoughts and opinions. We're going to do it all. We're going to talk about what exactly this product is, the technology, the claims of the brand, and then I'm going to come onto my own experiences and ultimately work out whether it actually delivers. I've left some timestamps down in the description box below in case you want to jump to one section of the video over another. But we're going to start with, what exactly is this? So the brand claim this is a pro-collagen moisturizer that's not only going to deliver that rich hydration and nourishment to the skin, but it's also going to have a meaningful and really quick impact in terms of anti-aging. They have a host of quite innovative ingredients in here that they say is going to deliver that 45% boost to collagen production, but also lead to an increase in firmness and elasticity. All sounds wonderful, and the price I paid for this was actually £69. Got a little bit of a discount at the time of when I purchased it. It came in at £69, so it's not super cheap, but if those results are true, I actually think that will be a fair price point, and we're going to see exactly what it delivers. So let's talk about the technology and the ingredients that they use in here and why actually it's quite innovative. So first of all, we have something called encapsulated endonuclease, which is a very potent antioxidant. At its basis, it's a potent antioxidant which will help fend off sun-induced skin damage. Now, antioxidants are amazing because they really protect the skin. They protect the collagen that our bodies worked so hard to produce. So in the long term, you're going to get some great anti-aging from using a potent antioxidant. And the one that they've chosen in here is actually one of the strongest on the market. So that's a big tick in the box. Is it going to lead to a 45% increase in collagen production? No. Is it going to lead to an increase in firmness in 7 days? No. But in the long term, I think it's a wonderful ingredient to have. So I think we're off to a strong start in that respect. They also use polyglutamic acid. Now, most people are familiar with something called hyaluronic acid, which is an ingredient that's basically a humectant. It draws in and retains moisture within itself, plumps itself out, and gives a very immediate and noticeable improvement to fine lines and wrinkles and hydration levels. Polyglutamic acid is like hyaluronic acid taken up a notch. It can actually retain even more moisture within itself, so plumps itself out even more and has a more dramatic impact. Now, whilst the consistent use of polyglutamic acid is proven to increase long-term levels of hydration in the skin, it's mainly an immediate result that it delivers. That plumpness, the removal of fine lines and wrinkles, and that hydration. It's a great ingredient to use, but again, I would say probably not delivering a 45% increase in collagen production or firmness in the skin overall. Great for hydration though, and one of the claims that this product does make alongside its other ones is that it leads to an immediate 31% increase in hydration. That's that polyglutamic acid really getting to work, and from that respect, I think it genuinely delivers. Now here's where it gets interesting. They use something called growth factor mini proteins. Now, growth factors, nothing new in skincare. They're finding their way into a lot of our products. And I covered them in more detail in a recent video, which I'll link up there if you want to know a bit more about them. But one of the major concerns around growth factors is their size. They're quite large, and so they can struggle to get into the skin where they need to be in order to deliver fantastic results. Now, Medik8 have actually used new technology to shrink those down, chosen some growth factors that actually have a smaller molecular weight. So ultimately, they're going to get to where they need to be a lot quicker. They're going to have more enhanced results. Growth factors are stunning, one of my favorite ingredients, and I think if we can use technology to enable them to get deeper into the skin to where they need to be, that has to be a huge tick in the box. And I think this is the first ingredient that really will aid in that claim of that boost to collagen production. Growth factors are amazing at doing this. The fact they've gone for smaller molecular sized ones definitely is going to mean you're going to get quicker results, you're going to get a more enhanced results, and definitely more collagen as a result. They use NAD+, which again, super popular in skincare. You find it in a lot of Korean skincare, which is fantastic at, again, boosting collagen and elastin, but also defending the skin against collagen degradation. So NAD works in two ways. Boosts collagen, but it also protects the collagen we have. Some people call it like the longevity ingredient because it makes our skin cells last that little bit longer, work a bit more effectively for longer, and can supercharge the skin. It's a wonderful ingredient and one that I would always have in my skincare routine. And again, alongside those growth factor mini proteins, is really aiding that claim that, 45% increase in collagen production, and it's great for firming. So another ingredient that kind of lends itself to that firming claim that the brand make. Finally, I think we have the most interesting ingredient, and that's something called carnosine, which is actually a peptide, which has a very specific mechanism. It actually acts to reduce glycation in the skin. So glycation is where a free sugar molecule latches onto collagen and denatures it, makes it less effective. This can be triggered by sun damage, by diet, by a whole host of different things that go on in our skin. This glycation is one of the key factors in premature aging, and carnosine is the best ingredient that I'm aware of to combating that. You don't find it in many skincare products. So it's really interesting that it's in this one. And again, I think if you see these all in the rounds, that you've got the NAD, that you've got the growth factor mini proteins really working to boost collagen elastin production, and you've got that carnosine protecting the collagen, making it work for longer and be more effective for longer, avoiding that glycation, that's where I think they get to that 45% overall increase in collagen levels in the skin. Mixture of increased production, but also protection at the same time. All of that sounds great. So let's come on to whether any of these claims are actually substantiated. So I think that increase in firmness and elasticity in 7 days is the easiest one to substantiate. They had a control group, they've released their testing, their data behind this, and that control group did speak really favorably in terms of the firming and lifting ability of this product. Now, I've used it for 7 days, which is what they said was all that was needed in order to deliver that result, and genuinely, I've seen a difference. I think it works really well on hydration. I think it definitely has helped boost a little firmness around this area in particular. And I have confidence that if I keep using it beyond that 7 days, which I plan on doing, that those results will definitely come through in a much more noticeable way. So I'm happy to say I don't think that is marketing BS. I think it does genuinely have an impact in 7 days. And I think that this, as a treatment, it's a thick, luxurious moisturizer that really does deliver. Where I think I struggle is with that 45% boost to collagen levels. I think definitely, as a product, this will increase collagen and elastin in the skin. I don't know where they get that 45% from, and I struggle to see exactly where they've come up with that number and how they've made it work. Now, for me, it's a great anti-aging product, and it's absolutely divine. If you see how this applies, it's just beautiful. And it doesn't have a chemically smell that some potent moisturizers can. It's just very neutral, but fantastic. I think it's a great option. I just wouldn't feel comfortable saying, yeah, you're definitely going to get a 45% increase in collagen after using this product. They didn't put a time frame on when that 45% is actually reached. So maybe if you're consistent with this for 6 months, say, you might see that result. But that's the one claim that I think might be a bit sus. Overall, do I think this is an absolutely amazing anti-aging moisturizer? Yes. Do I think it delivers something truly innovative in terms of skincare? Absolutely. Will I be continuing to use this? Completely. But I think some of those claims could do with a little bit more data to back them up, in my opinion. But you know what? For the start of this series, I don't think the claims on this product are outlandish, ridiculous, or particularly heinous when it comes to some of the others that I know we're going to come on to later on in the series. There's some claims I'll be testing that I think definitely won't stand up. This, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. One thing I would say is, whilst it's claimed to be a moisturizer, I would use it more as a serum because it's not the cheapest product out there. Use it as a serum, the amount that you would normally apply a serum, then put a moisturizer on top. That way you're going to double down on that hydration, but you're going to get more shelf life. You're going to get longer wear out of this because you're not going to be using as much. And I would just say, if you've made it this far in the video, one little thing that I will say for you is Medik8 do this thing called a no quibble return. As long as there's 50% of the product remaining, so half of the product is still there, you can send this back for a full refund. So kind of what's to lose? Buy it, try it for 7 days. If you're not impressed, send it back. They don't quibble, they don't question it, you get your money back as long as there's half the product left. So just that 50% of the product has to be remaining. So do kind of bear that in mind. But yeah, I bought this thinking, well, the worst case scenario, if it does nothing for me and after 7 days I am done, I'll send this back and get my money back. So you can't really lose. I'm actually so enjoying this. I really am. I think it's a great addition to my skincare routine that I'm not sending it back. I'm going to keep using it and I'll probably buy another one afterwards. But yeah, I'm here to say some of the claims, but overall, I think we're off to a flying start. And this, I think, is actually more substance than marketing hype, in my opinion. What do you think? You've made it this far in the video. What do you think? Are you calling BS on the claims of this? If you are, let me know by reaching down into the comments section below and leave me the angry face emoji. Find the angry face emoji and leave that there to let me know, register your vote. If you're someone that thinks, actually, they might be onto something with this product and you need to give it a try, let me know by leaving the smiley face emoji down in the comments and let me know if you're going to give it a try. I've been personally quite impressed and I came into this as a total skeptic, but you know what? Sometimes claims, they can be true. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments, take part in that poll, and wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.